Now it's time for the latest news in the world of pets. Please welcome the dynamic duo that is our resident pet experts, Joe Good and Anna Webb, the Barking Blondes. Hello, Matilda. Oh, it was a nice welcome from you, isn't there? Goodness me. So, lovely to see you again. It's a shame you wore the same again. I'm a bit cross, aren't you? Really? So, pet news today, Joe?
Yes, Alan. Would you clone your dog? Many people never get over the death of their dog, and they'd love to think that they could bring another dog into the world that is identical. And up until now, it's only been possible in the United States because there is a firm in Korea that is offering this service for $63,000 and upwards.
Oh, you've got to love your mutt a lot for that.
Absolutely. And one woman already has used this service. She's actually cloned her dog twice. But now we're being offered it in the UK. So if anyone wants to repeat their dog, you know, and it continues its life through being cloned, you'll get that.
Molly doesn't look particularly keen on the prospect of being cloned.
No, she thinks it'd be a shadow of her former self.
It would be.
Yes. Well, Alan, you know we're all fascinated about dogs and their celebrities. Well, now we can go back in time with some beautiful photos that are being offered in a lovely book here called Hollywood Dogs.
Oh, just did my wife would love this. She'd drool, not at the dog, but at Clark Gable.
Yes. They're all in here. Clark Gable, Errol Flynn, Buster Keaton, Elizabeth Taylor, Marilyn Monroe, and there's Barbara Stanwyck with what looks like Lassie. It's a rough collie. I don't think it's Lassie.
Because Lassie was a boy, wasn't he?
Yes, actually, not
Lassie
many people
was
know that.
Really?
Yeah, because the fringing was something that the boy dog has, and they wanted the rough collie to look.
Would these two, what would they look like in Hollywood?
Well, we've had an artist impression of our dogs in Hollywood, actually, and here we have Matilda as Monroe.
Yeah, and Molly is Elizabeth Taylor.
Really? I'd say Molly looks more to me like Robert Taylor, but never mind. It's worth a go. Now, the Animal Hero Awards take place on November the 28th, and we're lucky enough to be joined by two of this year's finalists. First, a dog who saved the lives of soldiers in Afghanistan. Please welcome Bryn and owner Sally Baldwin. Welcome, Sally. So, tell us about Superman. Tell us about Bryn.
Well, Bryn was a stray found in Helmand, Afghanistan in 2010. And he was heard barking at the side of the road. And when the lads went to investigate, it was a hidden bomb device that could have killed the two lads at the front.
Goodness me.
And he never left their sides on a number of patrols. He was captured by the Taliban, who thought he was a specialist army dog, rescued by the Afghan forces.
You turn you round. I know you like showing your bottom to the order. There we are. Yeah.
It's a very nice bottom.
It's a lovely bottom. It's an even lovelier face.
And he was brought to the UK by the Nowzad Dog Charity.
Yes.
So
and
fantastic.
you've had him ever since?
I have. I was very fortunate to be asked by the lads. I began a campaign to save him after I read his story on the internet.
Yeah.
And very honoured to be asked to care for him.
Good for you. It's an amazing facility, this, isn't it?
It really is. And dogs like Bryn basically validate all the dogs that are trained by the police and the army as sniffer dogs, because what he's done is do it all naturally, using his sense of smell and his acute awareness for weird things in the terrain. So Bryn would notice a pile of rocks that maybe shouldn't be there, sense it, and then what's extraordinary is know that that was dangerous and then alert his pack, you know, the team of soldiers to the impending danger.
It's alarming for someone like me who does garden makeovers. He'd just start barking, wouldn't he, at the disturbed ground. Wonderful. How old is he?
Well, it's very hard to judge, but we reckon he's about 4.5, 5 years old.
So a long and active life with you ahead of him.
I really hope so.
Wonderful, wonderful. My thanks to Bryn and his owner, Sally Baldwin. Thanks, man. Thank you. Next, a hero pet who actually saved the life of a baby. To find out more, please welcome Jet and her owner, Jessica Cowling. Welcome, Jessica. Lovely to see you. Hello, Jet. I can see how you got, you know. So, what exactly happened, Jessica?
Well, we were walking to Slimming World one evening in September, and on the way, a car hit me and my baby boy in the pram. And Jet jumped on the pram and pushed him out the way of the car. So
the car just clipped you? It didn't actually get the baby?
No.
I mean, did you tell him off afterwards? You could have saved me as well, you know. Well, you were all right, just a bit bumped about.
I think she forgot about me.
She got it right. But this is astonishing. So, I mean, she really did quite literally save the life of your baby.
Yes.
This is astounding.
It really is. I mean, what Jet did is protect her pack. I mean, she comes from a very close family and she knows the pecking order. And what she used is what many people call the sixth sense. So she could sense danger before it actually happened, before the car actually moved and hit
And this
your
is
child.
this is a proven thing.
Absolutely, it's written about a lot. There's a scientist called Rupert Sheldrake who's written a lot about this, and she's a living, you know, example of it. She is extraordinary, and I love it. When after the accident, she went to the youngest, most vulnerable member of the family before she went to you. Isn't that right? So she looked after the baby.
So this sixth sense is something you definitely believe in, Jessica, is it?
It is now.
It is now.
Yeah.
I'm not surprised. My thanks to the dog Jet and to Jessica Cowley. Thank you very much. Now, if you want to know more about our pet experts, Joe and Anna, then their true story, here it is, Barking Blondes, told in their own words, is out now. My thanks to Joe Good and Anna Webb. Thanks, Joe. Thanks, Jessica. Thank you, Jet.